Heather from Here Booktubes, and today is Bookish opinions about romance. So I don't know if anybody's gonna bother watching this. I don't know, but here I am to tell you all the things that I think about romance. First, I think that a romance book can be just as good as any other book. It annoys me to no end when people are like, well, it's just a fluffy romance. No, like, did it move you? Did you like the characters? Did you enjoy the writing? Romance is not a genre that authors go into if they can't hack it in other genres. Like, there are fantastic writers in romance, just like there are crap writers in romance, just like there are in every other genre. There are some really awful, I've read some of them, romance books out there. There are some fantastic romance books out there that will stay with you for the rest of your life after you read them, and you will fall in love with those characters and you will care about them, and they will move you or they will show you something about yourself. And so there's just so much greatness in romance. It annoys me when people think that it's just not as good as everything else. Next, I think that romance is very subjective. I think it is hard to find the romance that you like because there are so many different things that play into your personal taste. What type of relationship do you want or enjoy reading? What things in the books would you find unforgivable and so you can't enjoy a main character or a love interest that does those things? What type of dirty talk do you like, right? If the dirty talk annoys you or weirds you out, you can't like the book, and that's completely personal preference. Romance books tend to be a little bit character heavy, so you really need to like the people that they're telling you about, and that is also very subjective. One person can think that this girl is awesome, and another thinks she's the most annoying, whiny child they've ever read about. That's what's so great about finding somebody with really similar taste to you, because then you can take the recommendations and be like, okay, they gave this book 5 stars, this other person gave this book 2 stars, but I know that when it comes down to it, for the most part, I like what this person likes. And so I feel confident that I'll like this book even though this person over here said that it's terrible, because I've tried books that they rated 5 stars and they weren't my taste. I think that the romance genre is so much more specific to your taste than any other genre, because you have to like the relationship, the people, the dirty talk, the plot. You have to like so much more than just the plot and the pacing and the character development. Next, number 3, whatever I'm going with, I think that Insta love is super underrated. I am not a fan of reading a book where they don't get together till 90% into it. That annoys the ever-living crap out of me. Why? Because usually it's them being annoying and like butting heads and misunderstandings and miscommunications and, oh, I want to love you, but there's things in the way. That frustrates me. I'm like, no, let's get happy. Let's get together. Let's work through things together like a couple, like a real life couple. I don't know if you know this, but if you're in a real life relationship, you don't break up every time there's a misunderstanding. You don't not to get together because of the problems. I understand. I understand. However, I want to read about a couple, not people who want to be a couple but aren't yet. Number 4, give me happiness. I like happy couples in my books. I like happy characters in my books. I like reading about happiness. I like feeling good reading the book. I don't like the anxiety and the stress and the discomfort reading about bad things happening. So I like happiness. A lot of people are like, it's boring, nothing was happening. And I'm like, they were being in love. They were talking to each other. They were going and getting Chinese food. What's not to love? So there's that. Number 5, I think the dark books, the dark romance is hot. / what you like to read does not indicate your personal beliefs as a person. I like serial killer romances. I'm not going to go pick up a serial killer if I can help it. I like mafia romances, I like dark romances, I like total alphas, and in real life, I'm married to the nicest, most easygoing man you will ever meet. He treats me phenomenally, and I don't like being told no. So usually I get my way. That doesn't happen with the alpha males that I read about. But that's what I like to read about. But in real life, I want what I want when I want it because I'm a terrible person like that. I saw a comment, it was actually on Jess from Peace Love Books channel, and she was doing the wildest romances she's read. And one of them was a serial killer duet, and it's between a serial killer and their psychiatrist, and it's a really popular series. I've seen other people mention the duet. And somebody commented, a serial killer romance, that's what's wrong with America. It's disgusting. And I was just like, oh Lord. I don't think, that's what's wrong with America? That's what's wrong with America? Is a romance book single-handedly brought down the civilization of America? I can read about a lot of things. I can read about a lot of love interests and a lot of main characters and not want their life in real life. I'm perfectly happy with my husband and my 3 kids and my 2 dogs, and I hardly ever leave the house. I like being home. I'm a total homebody and I enjoy my family, but I love reading weird stuff and it's glorious, and in my opinion, it allows me to be happy with my family life because I'm not bored out of my mind after having taken care of little kids in the house all day long because I read about something completely different that makes me happy that I'm safe in my bed, you know? Number 6, variety is up to you. This is controversial. I know some people that say if you're not reading about it for representation, then you don't care about those people. I don't think that that's completely true. I think that it's okay to read nothing but light, happy romances all day long. I don't think that your entire life view is summed up in the variety of what you read. I don't think that you absolutely have to read about something in order to believe in it, if that makes sense. I think that we often come after people on the internet for the books that they read, and just read. Whatever you read is good. Number 7, gatekeepers should be ignored. So I don't think that there's that many people out there that do this. I think that most people genuinely don't care and think that whatever people do is good for them. There are always those one-uppers, right? They're like, well, I read 30 books this month. I read 20 books this month. I read a lot of books. I do, but it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. It also doesn't matter if you read the book on ebook or physical form or audiobook or somebody else read it to you. It doesn't matter. If you consume the story, you read the book. Also, same kind of thing with content. It doesn't matter what you read about. Read about what you want to read about. Why is my channel a romance channel? Why is it almost all alpha males? Because that's what I like to read. If my taste changed, my channel will change too, quite honestly. Because I can't read books for clout or for a plan or a TBR or because this genre will be more popular. I have to read books that I want to read, and right now that's all romance. So that's what my channel is. If it were something else, I would be honest with you and tell you. So if you read 2 books a year and they are complete and total fluff and won't help anybody to live a better life or to think about a serious issue or are not intellectual literary fiction, more power to you. Number 8, wanting a low stress book has nothing to do with your intelligence. I think that a lot of people think that you have to read at the top of your reading ability. Not everybody thinks this by any stretch of the imagination. But there are a lot of people who think that if you can understand adult fantasy, then you shouldn't read middle grade or you shouldn't read romance. But I think that part of the reason why romance deserves such a place in people's reading lives is that it can help you emotionally, right? It can take you away from the stress of the world. And quite honestly, in adult fantasy, while it can be immersive, is often very dark also. So people keep dying all over the place. And you're like reading and you're like, all right, I have to finish this series because I need to find out if anybody ends up happy because so far we're not doing so hot. Romance isn't like that. Romance is mainly happy and it really can help your stress levels. I really think that more people should read at least some of it, mix it in with your other genres. Like I said, I read all romance, but that's just because that's what I want to read. That's my taste currently. So here I am. It's kind of like doing the easiest Sudoku. It's not that you couldn't possibly figure out anything else, that you're not smart enough to do anything else. It's that you can do that one relaxing and enjoyable. I think the more people should read it. I don't think that it has any indication on your intelligence level if you read just fluff. I don't think it does, and romance isn't just fluff anyways. Number 9, there is no wrong way to read. Again, read ebook, audiobook, 1 book, 90 books. It doesn't freaking matter. TBR it up all day long. Plan your reading for the entire year. Never know what you're gonna pick up before you pick it up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's not a right or a wrong way to read. Just read. If you enjoy it, then you're a reader. Congratulations. Number 10, my final thought is a premise can be completely ridiculous and still be enjoyable. For instance, alien romances. I did not think that I could get into that. I'm not gonna lie, because I was just like, I'm not attracted to blue men. Like, I don't know if that's gonna be for me, but it's fascinating and entertaining and hilarious, and I love it. Same thing with Omegaverse. It's weird, but it's entertaining, and I dig it. Same thing with a group of guys who rule a high school and can literally get away with murder and then have a reverse harem with one girl. Completely ridiculous. Not even the least tiniest bit realistic in any sense of the world, and yet it is entertaining. And I enjoy it, and for that, it has served its purpose. What do you think? Do you have complete opposite opinions of me? Do you agree with the things that I said? Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any favorite videos of people just talking about their thoughts on bookish things. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.